Right, okay, that's that. That's that. That's that. All right, let's see. Let's get this thing more moving. Uh, all right, there's a line in the sand for all this at this present moment. Full blown line in the sand. And that is what's going to be dictating everything right now. I think, honestly, we're due for some form of a bounce. And I think we're getting there. All right. I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there very, very soon. Right. Very, very soon we're going to have a bounce. But genuinely where that goes to, I'm gonna give you all the lines and the levels and everything else as well. But genuinely where that tops off will dictate whether this is the end or not. That's the thing, right? It's super duper important everyone says. Why is this not working? Ah, there we go. Right, activates. Right, I think we're good. All right. Let me look at one last thing. All right, I got a bit of information and everything else. CME gap filled. Yep, there's another one though, unfortunately, which could be a bit of a problem. But I think, are we like for real, Alvarez? Depends on. I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I'm gonna go into whole things, right? It depends. I'm not gonna lie, it ain't looking great. I'm not gonna lie, things are looking wobbly. But there's something that a lot of people are not fathoming it at the moment, and why we're getting a really aggressive. We're good. Why we're getting a really aggressive de-risking, and it's about a video that I did, right, and I said to monitor it really. It's okay. We have strong support at 0. Yeah, it's super strong, super. Some are actually negative, but Lamar, let's not talk about that. I think the Fed cut in December, and since it isn't priced in, we will rock it up. Yeah, look, what's interesting that's happening right now is Trump live. What do you mean is Trump live? Trump's live? Wait, is Trump live? 1 second. Nah, breath. Wait 1 second. 1 second. Is Trump live? Let's. I feel like a good sleep. 1 second. Who feels like a good nap? Anyone feel like a good nap right now? Wait, is Trump live? You know the funniest thing of all this, right? It literally, man, it literally. Oh, is he live? 1 second, is he live? Like Trump. When I wrote Trump live, a lot of things come up. Wait, Trump live now. There we go. Is he live? Wait, is Trump live? What, can someone explain to me if this guy live? World Cup for now. How deep is the dip? That's what she said. Then she found out. No, I'm joking. Bro, just get to the analysis. Oh wow, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Is it? Was it like wow? Damn, damn. Wait, is this? Is he live? This doesn't look live. Is this live?
Greater, here you are, the number one country in the world, the United States of America, Mr. President. You have to
That's
be
about football.
the
Who
number one country as well in the number one sport in the world. So we have to.
What are the chances of this guy
for that, and we
having
will,
ever watched football in his whole entire life?
Will be very, very significant in this respect. So big thank you to you, to the White House task force, to everyone involved, and we are.
Should we watch? Does anyone want to watch this?
Next year, not just
Does anyone want to watch this thing?
but also the greatest and most inclusive.
Tomney said that this is the
ever.
bottom. Guys,
We'll have
cooked.
6 billion people
Got your
watching.
10K, bro. Thank you.
Draw
Appreciate it,
coming
man.
up,
You're absolutely amazing.
On the 5th of December here,
Do we want to watch
at the
this?
Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. 1 billion people watching the draw to find out who plays whom and where. We have 32 teams already qualified. Before or by tomorrow night, we'll have 42 out of 48
No, I don't.
qualified. So a quarter of the world will.
People on the tube, anyone want to watch this crap?
So thanks for the support. Thanks for the great work, and
Okay.
always happy
Watch.
to be here.
Watch. Now we're not watching it. Watch. Now we're not watching it. He's going to say something absolutely incredible. I'm going to see green candles everywhere.
Marco, would you say a few words?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. First of all, forget.
Okay, yeah. Shush. Right. Now, are we cooked? Are we, is this over? We're looking a bit sketch. I'm going to say this, right? We are looking a bit sketch. But we are coming to a key zone at this present moment. There are two, you know what, one thing I will say about this, right? This is one thing I want to say. On one hand, a lot of people are saying that we're cooked and leaving, right? And this is the saddest part of all this, right? Because those who do that are actually going to be missing the most interesting part of this. Because I would say at maximum, this thing is going to last until May next year. If this thing is like a more aggressive pullback, right? If we get into those sort of like low level of movement areas. So I would say that if your interest is here and you really want to make those the best entry points in that area, then yeah, more aggressive. Yeah, it could get more aggressive. It could get more aggressive, right? I'll say this, right? I would say the line that we drew, I'm looking around the 88 to 89,000 area will be the key bounce point. It could also be this as well. The two areas, 91, where it's sitting right now, we could potentially see a very strong bounce from here as well, or we see it from between the 88 to 89. There will be a point this thing bounces. There will be a point, and that relief rally is going to be big. And where that lands, where that sits, most probably will be around this sort of 99 to 100,000 level, right? And that will be the decision point right now. This area here will be the decision point. It will be the deciding factor of whether we retrace all the way back up to the very, very top. Yeah, okay, but when is that relief rally? I just said it. I said, if you guys want to see also on the screen, it's here. Oh, and actually, didn't bring that down because people can't see. There you go. Yeah, it will be around that level. The 100,000 will be a very, very, very strong resistance level. If, when, and all that type of, we bounce from these levels. We are coming to some key levels as we speak at this present moment. But long term, it is still fine. Yeah, long term, it's fine. This is the thing that that we need to understand. Long term we'll be fine. Like, you guys need to understand this factor of all these things. These movements up and down, left, right, and center, happen. People take profits, companies take profits, but right now, what's actually happening, what is really, really going on at this present moment is the sheer level of uncertainty and volatility that's happening in the market is beyond anything you can imagine. I did a video, right? I told you guys to watch something very closely. I told you guys to watch it extremely closely because this is what's going to dictate what's going to be happening in the next few weeks. And I showed you. I said that when the move index, actually I'll do it this way. When the move index, right? I remember the last stream I did. This is the thing that sometimes it baffles me, right? The negative comments though is making me bullish. Yeah. It came out. What was I saying? Is that what's happening right now? The move index, which is the volatility of treasury bonds, right? The 3, 5, 10, and 30, and the VIX increasing in this manner is an indication of extreme volatility to come, right? And it's only going to get more volatile as we go along. It's going to be an increasing movement as this happens and as this goes up. This right here, right? I just, I don't want to do this, but there you go. You can watch, but you can't keep spamming. This right here, what's happening right now is this, and this is completely, wholeheartedly in relation to one singular event that's going to happen this week that no one, Brev, is talking about. Why does no one talk about these things? It just boggles my mind. All right, everyone just goes around and like in flames, going. One second. I'll show you. I deleted the. It comes around to this, right? This is going to be the turning point of this whole thing, right? All of this, and I mean all of this, is going to be determined on Thursday. On Thursday. Everything that is happening right now, the MOVE index spiking, VIX spiking, these two things are the indicator of why everything is not only retracing, including gold. Gold is retracing into the dollar. Everyone wants to be in liquid cash positions. You know it's bad when people are like, all right. This is the thing I want to ask, right? We don't know what's going to happen in any way whatsoever. And because of that, everyone is really waiting for this jobs report coming out this Thursday. Because this, it went from them not going to release it, which the market went, no, wait, buddy. Wait. I was like, wait, buddy. You're not releasing the data that we've all been waiting for. Everyone de-risked like crazy, hence MOVE going up, VIX going up, everything going up, right? But I'll say this. If jobs numbers come in terrible, if they come in bad, you will see this market move like you have not expected or experienced. And you will understand that for 19.99, brev. It's actually 49.99. Everyone's made the last two trades in that pro group, by the way, have paid double the amount that they paid for that. Honestly, it just boggles my mind. Boggles my mind. My mind is boggled. Trump Viva 2026 enjoying and we're suffering. Yeah. But look, all of these things, as I said, if you guys are in full blown, invest below your liabilities, it should all be fine. Or I fumbled my Astor progress later then. What do you mean you fumbled it? How did you fumble it? People are like 80% on that thing, man. How? Yeah. What's the babadong? I can't talk about that. You guys know exactly what it is. Search it up. It's so messed up. But yeah, this is what's going on at this present moment. Right now, in this scenario, we are sitting in max volatility. We love you. Thank you so much, Rod. I don't know who you are, but I love you as well, right? This is where we're sitting right now. So up until then, there's going to be some, that's what she said. Nah. It's more sounds than words. Man, so wrong. Right? So this is what's going on in this environment. This is extremely important to understand, and this is where we are sitting. On top of all of that, right? On top of all of these things that are going on, right? Reverse the trade. That's what I thought. Instead, I opened another long on Asta. Why? Why would you do that? But why? Why? Then there was a short on Asta. Then the other guy. Then the other trader in there did a massive short on Asta, which is also printing at the moment. All right, cool. On top of all this, right, as if this wasn't enough, as if this insanity wasn't enough, right, we also have... Why is this not working? Hello? on top of that, if that wasn't enough, we also have the Japan Treasury going up, right? We have what could only be described as an extra layer of uncertainty coming in, because this is, I don't know if you watched my video. No one watched it. No, I'm used to it now, because why would you want to watch details? You can come here and I can say it to you live. Right now, no, it's not the carry trade is mostly unwound. It's not, that's not the problem, right? The issue right now is that either with this yield starting to ramp up, they start pulling their money back and putting it back into the Japanese treasury yields and to their banking system and all that kind of stuff, which means it will pull out more liquidity out of the S&P 500 and various other assets and cryptocurrencies and all that kind of stuff. Or the fact that they're creating a massive stimulus package, which will undoubtedly in some form or another put money into the US government, which will be a direct liquidity injection, will pump the market. The problem is, at the same time, because inflation is increasing in Japan, the central bank could also increase rates, which is the best form of volatility you could possibly imagine in this environment. We're at peak volatility at the moment. It's not even a singular event. It is multiple things that have to settle down for this to move. But when it does, things will. People need to understand that people don't want to hold cash. They don't want to hold. They don't want to be liquid, because being liquid means they're losing value. Or peak explosion for sure. One of the two. All right? But that will be. And this is the thing, look, and I want people to understand this, right? And I'm talking about, and let me get rid of all this kind of stuff. I hope you guys, do you have any questions about this? Anyone have any questions? Are you guys just sitting there watching peak information being provided to you at no cost other than a few taps and likes and follow and press the bell buttons and stuff? No? Anyone? Wow, not even a thank you. Wow, it's hurt my feelings. So yeah, okay. If you're going to DCA, I'll show you. You do some. I mean, it's up to you, right? Sol won't go back to $10, right? Lamar, I did warn you. Lamar. It's not like I didn't warn you. I told you the numbers. I said it could go here. I did warn you. Anyway, whatever. We'll make it one way or another. It doesn't matter, man. You got the fight in you. That's what's important, right? QE key maybe. QT ending is going to be important. Oh, wow. Is that a bullseye on my forehead? I don't know what that was, but I appreciate it. Waiting for ETH at 1.5. Okay. Oh, we'll have a look at all those things. Now, where are we right now? Yeah, okay. That's one more thing. All right. Okay, let's look at these numbers now. That's the thing with Bitcoin. At this present moment, I'm almost certain that it will most probably tap one of these numbers, and then we will see the relief rally. But that relief rally will be either the bottom end of this 93, which will be very, very short, and then the sentiment will be at absolute bottom. And then that could go pull back in all the way, the full retrace back down to the 68, which would be wild if that happens. We'll see if that happens, right? Or it will go up and tap the bottom of the 100,000 level. That there, I think the 100,000 is the real level. More importantly, it's also psychological and a whole bunch of other factors that are going in that level, right? So this is where we're sitting at this point in the market. It is interesting, right? Because what we're seeing is a systematic. God, what is wrong with my internet? Was weird. Anyway, what we're seeing is a somewhat de-risking event of everything. Pretty much de-risking event of everything at this present moment. And I said, look, most probably the S&P 500 could potentially, if things get really, really hairy, go all the way back down to the 6,279. That's what I would say. So we're going to see where this goes and where this settles. But I want to say this, and I want to say this very, very carefully for everyone to understand. this pulling back and this type of things happening, right, in my opinion, is a time issue rather than a it's over issue. Time is what will dictate everything. That's the only thing that I will say to everyone in this current matter. At this present moment, it looks like there's going to be no rate cuts. Inflation is still relatively high. There's unemployment issues. Companies are overvalued. Everything looks wrong right now. Everything. But all of that could be changed in the flip of a switch, right? All of it can be changed. If tomorrow it comes out that there is a trade deal with China, all hunky dory, see what happens to the market. If on Thursday the jobs data comes out and it says, oh look, the unemployment is actually worse than it looks like, then all the market will pump again because they know rate cuts are coming, and it will be a prolonged, detailed rate cut cycle, that which will, by the time of May coming and the change of the Fed chair, will cause, in every sense of the understanding, a fully dovish Fed. These are things that are in my opinion givens, 100%. And I want to show you something, right? And this is something that I want people to understand, right? And then I will get on to the other things, and I want everyone to really get this. This is something that I want to put up. I want to put up is this. Sometimes when you're fully encompassed in a narrative that's been pushed from everywhere, people are now picking up and making up stuff to add to this bearish fear that's in the market. Don't get me wrong. Bears are in my opinion, wholeheartedly in control at this present moment. I agree completely. But I will say this. I'll say this, right? And this is something that I wish someone told me a long time ago. It is this. I want you guys to really, really keep this in your vision. Always keep this in your vision, because sometimes the things that you see, that you worry about, that you believe are going to happen, and things are going to go in one direction or not, most of the time doesn't happen. Most of the time, right? Keep this in your mind. This is super duper important, because right now, people are only thinking that it's over. Only. There is no way that this thing can change or move away in any direction whatsoever. This is the finality. There is no end to this. There is no sort of like recovery. This is it. It's over. This will never come back again. These companies that are in the S&P 500, these AI companies, these things, all of that, it's gone. They're never making profit again. They're not growing ever again. There is going to be never liquidity in the market again. It's never going to come back. Does that sound ridiculous to you, what I'm saying? Does any of what I've just said sound ridiculous to you? So the bull run. This is the thing that you guys need to understand. Right now, things are pulling back. Yes, people are taking profit, but in the end, this thing is not going to last forever. I do want everyone to understand. Crypto was always a Ponzi. Of course, it was a Ponzi. 100%. Yeah, it's a Ponzi that the US government and most of the governments are wholeheartedly buying into and legislating for. What's their benefit if they dump the money? They're not. Who says that are they dumping or they're taking profits? Brother, I'm gonna work overtime if you go into this bear market. Man, you know Lamar, there is something I'm telling you right now. Lamar is a future multimillionaire, I promise you. I wholeheartedly, I'm being serious. He is a future millionaire in the making, 100%. all the TikTokers going, and you still put your face. Is that a wait? Is that an insult? I can't tell. People have insulted my face many times. That's a good thing. All right, cool. I didn't know, man. That was a bit ambiguous. I was just like, yeah, Lamar. I'm being serious. 100%. 100%. I agree. Money is made in the bear run, not in the bull run. Just not to say this is over, but I'm just saying that's where it's made. That's when everything is at absolute 100%. Does anyone? Anyway, the markets will go up if there was a dump. Nobody will have any faith in crypto anymore. How many bull runs have there been? Can anyone explain that to me? The Epstein files can cause a market crash. No, man, but I would highly recommend you they're available. You can read these emails. It is some interesting reading. There's some interesting reading in there. Especially that Bubba one. The Bubba one is unique. I'm not gonna lie, it's very unique. Just go check it out. It's just they want you to believe in its work. Yeah. Look, bruv, I'm missing Arjun Mustache these days. When Bitcoin came out, he's shaved and left. Unfortunately, he's one of the. I just saw some analysts. I just saw some analysts and videos. Bull market is kind of that's for sure, and it's gonna be same. I think. Look, I'll say this right. We're coming off of some real lack of liquidity at this present moment in the markets. Real lack of liquidity. There will be a point where this liquidity comes back. There is no chance of it not being, not coming back at some point. There is no chance. It is going to happen in one way or another. Right? And this understanding of we're cooked thing, right? It just boggles my mind sometimes. Because cooked meaning it's over. What's over? Look, I just, people forget right now. We're in the third year of the bull run in the S&P 500. Third year. The average bull run of the S&P 500 is 8 years. At minimum, it's 5 years. I see if this goes into what can be described as a, I'm not gonna call it a bear run, a bear market. I would call it into distribution, right? If this does go into distribution and it just settles and finds a base and just goes sideways until May of next year, I think that's all you'll need. All we need right now, right? All we need right now is, all the good news in the market is going down. Yeah, that's because of liquidity in the market. All we need, but those good news, those news that are coming out are all future. They're future events. They're all confluence to future growth in the market, right? I don't think it helps. And Q4 was going to be the turnaround and stop looking at my portfolio and just set some alerts, as that's what I wanted it to be. Well, look, the year end hasn't finished yet. It hasn't finished yet. Look, that's why right now. I'm in this wholehearted sort of trading mode right now. Full blown trade the market, utilize gain profits that way and play it that way. And that's why people that's why I'm working so hard and redeveloping the pro group that I have. That's it. And you know what? I'll say this to you, to everyone. Anyone that's on there that wants to check it out and sees it, I think next week I might increase the price on it. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna do. Because as of this week, everyone that's joined this I think in the last 2 trades have made their money back pretty much. Am I still bullish, bro? You can. There's a lot of money to be made still here. A lot. A lot can be made here. Like, this is the thing that you guys need to understand. What happens if the leverage traders will hold back always in the no, this is what's going on right now. So speculators are completely out of this market right now. Completely out of this market. There is no speculators at this present moment, which means that once this sell-off, this retracement settles, then it will be a slow grow, slowly grow back up as the liquidity starts coming in. All we need now is these Thursdays unemployment data to come in bad. All right, as long as that happens, then I think we're good. Then I don't think there'll be any issue. That's all we need. Long until wrong. No, I wouldn't say it that way. I would say utilizing the market in the right way. Utilizing the market in the right way, finding the angles of where to trade and place your bets and work in that way, and then build up the capital to either average down on assets that you think are good or not. And I will say this, right? This is the thing that I want to explain. If we go down to the 88, or if this 91 is going to be the area where we start the retrace back up, right? We start the rally back up. I want everyone to understand this. Super duper important. How much is the program? Not got around to get into it. At this present moment, it's I can't say the number on the stream. I can't say the number on the stream. Just let me show you. They don't allow me to say things like that, unfortunately. But I can show you this, right? I can show you this. It's annoying. It's the TikTok thing. 1 second. I'll show you on the screen if you want to see it. I'll show you. How you do it? Gotta hear my on the screen. Nope. Let's put that there. Right. You go to the stream. You go to the stream. You go down here into more. You go to the link tree, and it's this. You go to learn my Alvarez and just message there, and I'll be there and I'll tell you how much it is and how it works and everything else. Believe me, for what you get, it's extremely well priced. Extremely well priced. The amount of data and in fact market analysis you get on that is out of this world. But that's it. That's where it is. We're in a full-blown traders market at this present moment until we start to find a bottom, and then we start leveling out and going sideways and getting that distribution. Right. Now, technically, we've closed the gap, right? Technically. But I would say this thing is most probably going to roll over into the 89. We'll see. You might get a little bounce and tap the top of this range, and then we'll see what happens from there. Right. SPX is pulling back. Most probably is going to come back and test these key levels. In fact, let me just see. Wow, there's too many of these going on. Let's get rid of some of these. 1 second. Clean this up a little bit. Put that there. Put that there. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right, so where we are right now is that if it loses this key level here, this thing will most probably at least test the 6.5, and if that doesn't hold, well, it depends on, diagonals aren't as strong as horizontals. It'll most probably come down to the 6.238 and that level. Sorry, I missed it. Where on the link tree is the you just go to the Learn My Alvarez. That's it. Pause TikTok and tell us. I can't pause TikTok and tell you guys. I can't tell you that. It's not a lot. Honestly, it's not a lot. It really is not a lot. That's it. It's not a lot. But this is where we are on that point today, right? Now, where we are with USDT dominance. Right. The good and the bad. The squeaky bum moment and not the squeaky bum moment, right? Croman, I don't want to see what you have to show me. All right, right now, things are not good. You can show me when times are good, right? This is the where we sit right now. Jam was right again. Oh yeah, but why is his channel still here? At least Devon shaved his beard off. Why is his channel still here? I thought he said it would be below 100,000 in October. Or would delete his channel. Why is his channel still here? It's weird that people only look at the thing after a year of saying something and missing out on every single possible trade to make returns on, by holding one thing all the way around it and then saying that, oh, I'll tell you more about it if you join my group. Come on, just let's not even go there. All right, now where we are with the USDT dominance chart. Now, I'm expecting, and it's very, very convenient that the next level on the next level on the S&P, not S&P, the Bitcoin support level around the 88 to 89 should hit if the USDT dominance graph goes into this key zone here. I'm expecting, right? I'm expecting he called the all right. He called the top in December, did he? All right, okay. So Bitcoin was topped on December. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? December was the top of Bitcoin. Is that what you're saying? So 98 was the top of Bitcoin. Is that what we were talking about? At least Devon shaved his beard off. At least he's a man of his word, honestly. I don't even get it. Why do we even talking? Why is this guy keep coming into my chat? Honestly, it's hilarious. I don't care, whatever. Where are we right now? What was I talking about? Yeah, USDT dominance. When you asked how long the bear market was going to last, you said, quote, until I say so. Oh, fantastic. It's so tough. Anyway, from now on, I am not going to read or listen to any talk about that guy. I mean it. Right, this is where we are. Now, I'm expecting some form of reaction off this zone here. I'm expecting it. The problem is, and this is the problem. We are coming out onto the fourth attempt to break through this level. This is the thing that I want to explain to everyone, right? This level here, and you know what I always say, you know, when you're trying to break through that level after the third attempt, it usually breaks through, right? The fourth one is usually one where it breaks through, and that's when real pain could potentially happen. But I'm expecting at least some form of relief rally which will come from this point here. And it will most probably come back and retest this trend line. I mean, because technically it's broke the trend line, right? And that's a break of trend. But what usually happens is that there is a retest of that trend. There is an area where it will retest to see whether that trend will hold or it will break through. And that there most probably will come and coincide with where Bitcoin will probably hit around the 100,000 level. What about Crypto King? You like him now? I love Crypto King. He's my role model. If there's anyone that I want to emulate more than anyone else in this world, right, is Crypto King. I want to know where he gets his sexual charm from. Every time I watch him, I feel like, I don't know, like it makes me question everything in life. Retest any who've seen the emails. What? Yes, crypto. What? You seen the emails? What? I don't know what that means, man. Anyway, yeah. So Crypto King is my favorite person ever created, and honestly, peak Jesus. He's a Jesus moment, right? So that's where we are sitting at this present moment. So I'm expecting some form of movement at that point, and just measure the bull flag and give the next target. Yeah. You on TB right now? TB. What's TB? Does anyone know what TB is? Oh, you tuberculosis. Oh, YouTube. I'm like, I don't know that. I don't know that. What's TV? Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, you can see it's up here. You guys can check out what's going on. So I'm expecting some sort of reaction off that point, and we'll see where it goes from there. Which is more painful, Bitcoin at 60 or kidney stone? I've had kidney stone. It's no, Bitcoin at 60 is fine. That's a great buying opportunity. Nah. Home TV. No, that's not TV though. TV tuberculosis. It's the only thing that could be. Falling wedge. Yeah. So this is where we are at this present moment, right? I'm expecting some form of reaction off that point, and I think that there will be that relief rally that we have. Are we in a bear or extended cycle? We'll see. We'll see where what happens. At this present moment, it's virtually impossible to understand where we are and where we're going, right? No one wants to speak about crypto. Everyone is on the emails. Oh, you're talking about what the emails, that one where it's about Bill Clinton and all that kind of stuff. What's the point of relief? 88 to 89, around that. Yeah, the EPS. Forget relief rate. Take me to Valhalla, baby. I can't see that being true. I can't see being true. That seems a bit too insane. It seems a bit too insane that's that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton and the real blow off top. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Interesting email, mate. I will respond later. Just heading to the choir practice AI. What? It's not true? What do you mean? How do you know it's not true? It's not Bill. I think that was some silly guy talking those emails. I don't know. I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't know. I can't. I just can't. I kind of don't want to think about it. Don't hurt my feelings, please. I don't want to talk about it, right? Save as Alvarez. I'm trying to. Right? Anyway. So one thing that I see here, though, and I'll say this, is that where Bitcoin dominance is sitting, it looks hella heavy, right? This is that little bit of hopium. Oh, man, this graph is absolutely out of this world. But that bit. But I need to get rid of some of these other ones. Let's start getting rid of all this. Let's get rid of all that crap. Right. I'll say this, right? This is looking stupidly heavy at the moment. And I'll say this, right? We all know big. Just stop. November 28. Is that 28 Bitcoin? OPEX max pain 106. Marseille, I don't know what that. I don't quite understand what that means. Lewinsky versus Trump. Didn't see that in the cards. I didn't either. Mike Epstein said Bubba is not Clinton. However, he didn't say blowing is not true. I don't want to think about it. I mean, I just don't understand. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to think about it. It's just like it's too bizarre. It's too much. It hurts my brain thinking about something on that level. You should be on a CNBC Financial. Your analysis, wow, thank you so much, Rod. That's really kind. But this is where we are right now. Look, at this present moment, this looks heavy, right? This looks particularly heavy, and the heaviness of this will most probably create the popcorn effects, right? Like it looks like it will hit this level, the 54.53 level. It looks like it's going to do that. Everything about the way this the graph structure, the way it's sitting, the bear flag this is creating, right? Shout out to you, Crypto King, right? The bear flag. What did I just do? Yeah. right? The bear flag this is creating, right? That bear flag it's creating, all of that, all of what we're seeing right now looks like it's gonna. No, you should make your own independent financial segment on X. I did, but no one watches it. I think X is somehow like blocking my channel for some reason. My lives get like 1,000 views, but like my posts get 200. It's crazy. So it's causing some form of a bear flag here, which is a good thing for Bitcoin dominance, which will mean I would say, because of the lack of liquidity in this market and the sheer number of coins that are out there, we're going to see what could be best described as popcorn effects, right? You're going to see certain coins go silly. Like the play that we did with Asta, the play that we did with the various other coins. My ex suspended on my account after I tried to join your group like 20 times. Really? I didn't know that could happen. But yeah, like Block Street and all that kind of stuff. All of these things that you're seeing right now, like ICP, you'll see the popcorn effect start popping all over the place, which will mean that you'll get isolated massive moves in the market on certain coins. And that's why I keep saying you guys should go and check out what the group that I have. I mean, it's not like me trying to do something on that level, but it really is like it really is good things in there. Like we really do some real awesome plays in that group. Maybe Bubba is Michelle Obama. No, but then why would he be giving Bubba? You know what I mean? Bubba is not a female name. Tester 88, I think so. I think it's Tester 88. It does look in that direction. Anyway, let me go through the thing. Now, this support that's been found in the US, the dollar at this present moment, gives me vibes that this thing is, and it's back into range again. Gives me vibes that this thing is going to most probably do something like this. It's probably going to rally. As I remember, as I say to everyone, as I like to teach people rather than like gatekeep it behind everything, right? Are we just day traders now? Not necessarily, but much deeper market analysis and having little plays and little snipes here and there protects your capital on one side and also makes you gain that extra level of capital that you can reinvest in certain other days. I mean, we're 9 for 9 right now. Right at this present moment, what I always say, and this is something that I always explain to everyone, is that when you get these type of crosses happening, it usually acts like a magnet, right? You get this magnet effect that it pulls it up into that area, and then if this thing rejects off the 200-day EMA and starts to barrel down, this, in relying on what Bitcoin dominance is doing, should cause these certain coins to go crazy, right? That's not me, by the way, guys. I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, that's not me, man. I'm gonna... Guys, does anyone that want to grow that? Guys, I might take him up on that offer. I might see what's happening there, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good returns there, bruh. That's some pretty good returns there, bruh. I like it. I want to see this journey. Oh man, bruh. I think you might have come to the wrong live there, brother. God. Anyway, what's it talking about? Anyway, what if it's so good? But yeah, so something on that level, I would see happening. Watch those levels. It's really, really important to see the reaction, most probably, that will come off this in relation to the 88,000, which comes into the Bitcoin dominance, which will cause some popcorn effects happening in key coins. I would say look at the majors. Ethereum, for sure. A whole bunch of other ones. Look at the majors. Solana, for sure. We'll look through all of these after this little analysis of the market, so I can give you analysis of where I think certain coins can do potentially really well. All right. If you look at gold, you see that gold breaking down, and I would not be surprised if this thing does not break below that 200-day EMA and have a much further retrace, because you see, look, double top, and the second pump was below, almost to the line of where I drew it, by the way, just so you understand. And that retrace back down is going to be important. Jimmy is always wrong. Alvarez is 100 times better. Shut up. Alvarez has got 10x on there, man. He's proven it. He wrote it down and everything. That's how you know, right? That's how you know, brevs. So there's that situation. At the same time, we have to be extremely... You need to monitor this, right? You need to monitor this. To be honest, right? To be honest, you're not going to like what I'm going to say right now. I would prefer it. I would prefer it if the VIX did something like that. I would prefer it if it was some massive event happened. Something that made this go insane. Up to like the 90s, like it did when the yen carry trade happened. I would prefer that. Because what usually happens with these type of mass VIX spike events is a enormous rally afterwards. Enormous. Because it usually is like a reset in the market. And that reset will then move from there, right? Again, you see, unfortunately, we need to make sure that this thing doesn't break the 4.17 for the US 10-year yield. Because this is directly, funny enough, directly connected to the Japanese increase in the yields. It's directly correlated. If this starts to go up, it's because the one of the largest investors into U.S. treasuries, which is Japan, is pulling back their money to go into their own economy. That's why that aspect is so critical, and that's why I say wholeheartedly that people who are here who are not following me should definitely consider following me. I just give information, all this kind of stuff for 99% of it is free. The other one is like that. The reverse carry trade has been unwind 96%. It's not done anymore due to the high risk of a rate increase due to inflationary measures. That was that. I'll tell you one thing, right, about the VIX carry trade. If the US did not step in, that was a black swan event. That could have ended entire world economies. I'm not joking how bad that event was. So you'll see there's always something that can be done that can change the whole nature of this economy. I want everyone to really understand that. There is always something that the government can do or the Fed can do. Don't forget, there are such things as Fed puts and this and the other. The problem is the Fed. I'll say this, right, and this is the thing I'm saying. If Thursday's job reports come out bad, and the Fed still wavers, I will say there and then it's over until May. Maybe even more than May. Because the Fed pausing at this present moment, when there is weakening employment data, which I don't care what anyone says, I don't know of anyone that doesn't say that the job creation and unemployment, all that kind of stuff, is not bad at the moment. There is no data out there that doesn't show that fact. And the Fed have shown 100 times out of 100 they would forgo inflation for job creation and saving unemployment data. That will be the key fundamental event on Thursday. Make sure you mark it in your books. We go live on Thursday. Definitely going live on Thursday. Gonna watch that. That might depend on when it comes out. But yeah, this going up is not a good sign. We don't want it to break the 4.174. Right? This is terrible. Oh my god. There's a full-on Adam and Eve pattern happening here. We'll see where this goes. We look at the total market cap. Man. Do you think that buying all these dips is a good strategy? You could do, technically, depending on what you're going to be buying, do something called averaging down. You know what averaging down is? I'll show you what averaging down is. Say, let's pick something. Let's look at the SPX, right? Averaging down is this. I wonder if they have that. We have that shape here. Do we have that shape here? Just so I can explain, because people don't quite understand what averaging down is. Do we have that? No. Right, I'll draw it. Averaging down is this, right? Say you think that this thing is going to go to 6,500, right? That the SPX is going to go down to 6,500. Not DCA, it's averaging down. What just happened? Okay. One second. Just making sure that I'm a human. Averaging down is a triangle, right? I'll show it to you this way. This is what averaging down is. That there is averaging down. That there is an averaging down triangle, which means that you buy more as it goes down to the number where you believe this thing could potentially find a bottom. And what that does is that it reduces the value in which you're going to be your average entry point. And because you're buying more as it goes down, your actually average entry point, it comes to a good area, which also reducing your risk of exposure into the market. A lot of traders do something on this level. But right now, you're looking at trying to catch a falling banana, because I'm not allowed to say the other word. Just popping on. How are we feeling about the market average? My bank account and Pizza Huts. Yeah, Pizza Huts is a scenario right now. Yeah, it is. But if it's below your liabilities and you're in good potential projects that have a future to them, whatever. Who cares? In the meantime, have your little bit of liquidity on the side to play the markets up, down, left, right, and center. Pro group, all that kind of stuff. Next week is going up. I'm definitely putting up next week. I don't care. I don't care. Even when I was getting the payments the other, I was like, that's super cheap. Anyway, whatever. That's that situation there, right? So averaging down, it could be a potential thing, but I would wait. I personally would wait to see some level of distribution happening where this stops and we kind of see just sideways for a bit, right? That little sideways movement for a bit is what's important. That's what we need. Are we in the banana zone yet? No. I've consolidated into 4 tokens, 2 minutes. What? I mean, good. Having a lower spread is could be good at this present moment, because you can actually be more active and move in that way. I mean, just so you guys understand, so you understand what's going on right now. I just want to show you guys something, right? Do you guys have an understanding? Because people are not really getting here. We have something called the P&L Club. Can I put that there? Does it show it? No. Why are you not showing it? Because I don't want to show my other. Nope. Come on, you can do it. Nope. Come on, you can do this. This is riveting stuff. Why are you being a little dick? Just work. Wow. I'm gonna take a screenshot because it shows a bunch of stuff. I don't understand how new Fed chair will cut rates as Trump wants. They will have to vote again. Yeah, but there are ways in which you can wholeheartedly. There are ways in which you can wholeheartedly influence people to do things in the right way. Is that a better way of saying it? Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? 1 second. Put it there. 1 second. Get rid of this. All right. Okay, let's do it this way. So I can just show you. I'm getting rid of a few things so you guys can see what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Nope. Why is this not working? Why is this being a little poop monster? Why do you not work? I did the stuff. I did it. No, 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 no. Oh, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I can't show all of it, but you'll see. There's a whole bunch of P&Ls and stuff like that that's going on, and it doesn't seem to be wanting to work for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, it's all good. It's a karma. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's very kind of you. It's very kind of you. Well, anyway, whatever. Can we still have an alt season? Some form of alt season. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. Right now, it's definitely plausible to have that the alt season for sure. Yeah, here we go. There you go. Can you see it? Can you see the 27%, 88%, 90%, 200%, 3000%? No? Okay, good. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Anyway, where were we? Where are we going? Yes. So where we are on the total market cap, we are in. Do you think they will cut rates? I'm almost certain. I would be 100% certain that they're going to cut. I would. If they don't, it's over. Like, it's really over. The markets will have a spectacular pullback. Do you think we still have a long bear market these days compared to the previous cycle? Give and take. I think right now, where we're sitting at this present moment is high levels of uncertainty, problematic levels of liquidity, and Donald Trump. Is that a fair understanding of where we are at this present moment? But yeah, look, total market cap ain't looking great, right? It is at pure holding on for dear life type of levels here, and whether this thing is going to be able to hold that level, the 3.05 level, I am not certain. I'm genuinely not certain that it will be able to go to that level there. We'll see. But I am expecting a form of a relief rally to come, and I would say Thursday would be that catalyst to start that. If you guys don't know what's happening on Thursday, the job reports and unemployment reports are going to be released. You know, the data that the Fed said that they can't make a decision without that data. Anyway, so total 3 at this present moment. It is on the trend line. It is at a point where I genuinely don't think it'll be able to hold on either, because the weeklies are underneath key levels, the dailies are underneath key levels. There's so much resistance underneath it, and I think the 827 is almost a given for this thing to hit. We'll see what happens on that side. Ethereum, I gave the level of the 2,740. It is highly possible that level could be hit. Highly possible. What is the reason why you are also certain about a rate cut despite Kelsey and FedWatch otherwise? The reason why, well, you know what FedWatch is doing? FedWatch is looking at what the Fed said, what Powell said, and he said without data he will not cut. And when you called ETH last week, yeah, I did. I mean, I just did say it. The reason why is because the Fed said without data they will not cut, and when the government came out and said we're not going to release that data, the odds disappeared into nothing. So how can the Fed cut when they said they won't cut without data, and the data is not coming in? But strangely, the data is coming in right now, and it's going to come in on Thursday. If it's bad, it's good. Just keep out in that level of understanding of where we are. If it's bad, it's very, very good. Right. That's about it. Right. What should we look at? What should we look at? Let's look at Solana. Everyone keeps asking about Solana. Oof, that is... Oh, man. $120 for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 120 for sure. I mean, for this to turn bullish again, it's very simple. 141. It needs to regain 141. Ideally 144. But right now, it is teetering. It is absolutely teetering at the moment. I think 120 is a given. What percentage drop is that? Let's see. 7.5% down. I think there's still any other gains about jobs data we can go on. Yeah, look, I gave the last time. If you watch my previous video, there is a banker friend of mine. They looked at factors, and it, to them, the process that they use, I described it on my last stream. It's recorded, by the way. You guys should watch it. It's on the tube. Is this? They look like there is an increase of jobless claims by 7,000, according to them. 76,000. I believe U2 coins will do well this time. I think a lot of coins are going to do very, very well. Very, very well when the tide turns. Any idea on why privacy tokens are pumping these days? Do I need to answer that question? Why would privacy coins be doing well right now? I don't know if I have an answer for that. I gave the hopium mic. Miles, I gave you the opium. How low can Bitcoin go? 60, if you really want to think about it that way. There's a possibility that could go. If we get some crazy piece of news, it's definitely impossible to do that. Yeah, 68. Around 68 to 72, around that level is definitely possible. What do you think about Aave? It's all right. It's a good project, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. At this present moment, it's all about short-term play, man. Are we in a bear market like everyone is screaming? No, I wouldn't say that. I would say, I mean, if it starts going below 88 and all around that level, then I could say something like that. Look, I would say bear market if the Fed doesn't cut. I promise you that. If we get really far, will we get anywhere near all time? Depends. Asta long term, yeah. I'm waiting for, like, Asta. There's a few tokens that I'm going to be looking at, right? BNB's one, Asta's one for sure. I'm going to be looking at what else? Solana for sure, Near for sure, Sui when it actually settles itself, but it's on a free fall at this present moment as everything else is. Hyper for sure. Certain tokens are like that. Oh wow, man, the virtuals trade though. Damn. All right, cool, whatever. Where was I? If we have a golden cross at the monthly BAM, it's already happened. If they lie about the job numbers, we'll never admit. Whatever. But whatever. Even if they lie, the Fed will take those numbers. That's what's important. They will not go. They'll go on the numbers that they've always used on. If Bitcoin goes down to 68, I will sell my whole retirement fund. I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. I'm wholeheartedly with you on that. I want a 3 to 4% rate cut after this. No, that would be very bearish. That would admit that there's something really wrong with the market. We want boring. We want boring until May. That's all I want. I want boring until May. But what they might do is cut 50 basis points. They might do that. Or 0.5, 50 basis points. They might cut 50 basis points, which they should have done previously, to be honest. They should have done that, but because stupid politics got in the way, that they did this happened. God damn. Right. Anything else? Any other questions that you guys want? Anything that you want to know? Anything that you want to understand? If not, we'll call it a day and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, tariffs got in the way, and also Donald Trump got in the way. A lot of it's just him in general got in the way. Mister, I have an important thing to say in 3 weeks' time. All right, bye. Does it create certainty in this market, innit? Does it, Brev? Majority of the bear market lows, what will happen if Bitcoin goes down? They might actually pump, funny enough. They might have to actually pump. If you watch this again, I don't know if you're late or not. You'll see on the screen if you go and check it out. They're all recorded. Also, everyone on the tube, please follow. Everyone on the X, please follow. It really helps with all these, with all the metrics and everything else. And everyone on TikTok who's not here, that's not, you know, all that kind of stuff. Please follow them. It really helps the channel. I want to try and get it to 100,000. 100,000 would be amazing. If everyone could watch my videos and retweet them and you know, spread them around, that would be very, very appreciated. What day are the potential rate cuts? It's not this week. It's the stimulus check will also add to the chaos. The Japanese stimulus that they're doing, you know, economic stimulus they're doing is going to be a real litmus test for the US. Okay, cool. Look, I'm gonna leave this here. Remember, just go to the Learn by Alvarez. Just click on that. It should work. Does it work? Some people say it doesn't work. I don't know why. Huh. You need to have Telegram, obviously. Why does it go there? Anyway, go there, and then we can go from there. All right, you guys, much appreciated. You guys are incredible. All that kind of stuff. Love, affection, and everything else. And then for everyone on the tube and on the X, I'll tell them, you know, the cost of all this kind of stuff. You can go from there. All right, you guys have been incredible. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for everything else. Thank you for all that aspect. And what's this? Someone says they're interested in contacting the creator. I don't know how that works. Just message me, man. I don't know how it goes from there. All right, appreciate it. Take care. Catch you guys later. And that. All right, for you guys here. For people who want to know about the group, thank you for calming my emotions down these red days. Thank you for your time. No, I appreciate it, man. If I can help a little bit, I can help a little bit. Is this the pro group for those who want it? It's in USDT. It's $50 a month, 3-month minimum. So for 3 months is $150. But I would say everyone who has joined right now has made that back in a singular trade. There's 9 different channels in there. I'm in there. There's a whole bunch of other traders. There's gold trades. There's market analysis. There's pitchfork traders. There's Monday low and Monday high traders. There's market analysis. There's all the blocks. The whole thing is in there. Believe me, there is nothing like that in this industry. But that's it. All right. Okay. Cool. Love, affection, all that kind of stuff. You guys have been incredible. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and we can go from there. All right, peace and all that kind of